Hi, if you're wondering what I look like when I wake up, this is it right here. You know why? Because I fell asleep and I forgot to send Joe, my producer, these videos so we can get the episode out for you this week on Tuesday. So here I am recording. Hi, if this is your first time watching the Lynn Sun Show, thank you very much. My name is Lynn. I am your very sleepy host right now. Special thank you to Aaron Tobin and Sorenet Suis for purchasing merchandise and supporting our show. If you want to support the show, we are at patreon.com/The Lynn Sun Show. And we have merch at teespring.com/stores/The Lynn Sun Show. So this week, I'm super duper happy about having Nicole Arjomand on the show. We met on Instagram. She messaged me to connect, and now we're practically BFFs. So I can't wait for you all to meet her. She is one of the most loving, the most happy, the most caring individual that I know. And I know you're all gonna love her, so stay tuned and I'll see you after the show. Hi again, friends. So this week we have Nicole Arjomand.
Yes.
Okay, Nicole and I met, ready for this, on Instagram.
The best place ever.
On Instagram. Isn't that crazy? And then she messaged me and was like, I love your stuff, et cetera, et cetera. And then I looked at her stuff and I was like, this bitch is hot. And then I loved all her stuff and the way she was going about her life. And then we instantly connected. She came to a show.
Yes.
One of our stand-up shows. And now we're like practically BFFs, dude. Like we talk all the time. We're celebrating our birthday together. Like anyway.
You text me on booty call hours?
I text her at like 3 a.m. But what time do you sleep?
Early. Like I literally wake up when the sun comes up and I go to sleep when the sun goes down.
You're like 5:30. Bye.
I know.
So, but tell us because of your lifestyle though. So
yeah.
you wake up at what time?
Early, 5:30. My sleeping in is like 7:30. I have my whole day filled with real estate clients, calls, and then try to end my day with, some positivity. But I do like to start my morning with meditation. That's like the one thing I love to do.
So what is that? Because you sent me a clip of one of the things you listen to in the morning to start your day. Tell us about her, Abraham Hicks.
So Abraham Hicks is my favorite person in the whole world. Her name is Esther Hicks. She goes by Abraham Hicks, and she has changed my life. I was going through a really dark times in my life where I was feeling like depressed and needed some type of guidance. I went through my whole phase of like partying and trying to use that negativity to like change how life is happening to me, but it doesn't work out. You have to go within and figure out like what's going on here. It doesn't matter how much you party, drink, go out. It's only going to be like temporary fix. So I got into meditation and I got into Abraham Hicks. I went to like 8 seminars. I know, I'm like religious.
Aren't they expensive? Aren't her seminars
like $225, $250.
Girl.
But listen, we spend that on shoes, okay? So
she spends that on shoes.
So I'll spend a little bit on my, but yeah, it's been really good and I recommend it. I bug you all the time.
Right.
I'm always like, hey, here's a new one.
I love Abraham Hicks. I like Abraham Hicks.
She's awesome. Eckhart Tolle too. He's my other favorite.
So you told me that you were kind of an ugly duckling.
Ugly duckling.
Yeah, tell us about the ugly duckling.
Okay, so do you remember Ashanti, like with the sideburns? That was me.
Ashanti? What the fuck? Gen Z's like, who the fuck is Ashanti?
Sorry, Ashanti. No shade, but I'm just saying. Back in the day, we had the sideburns. Remember Frida had the unibrow? All that. That was
you
me.
had a unibrow?
Girl. I moved here when I was 11 and a half.
How old were you when you were going through that phase?
Well, I moved here when I was 11 and a half, so Persian girls get hairy very quick in life. Like 9. No, seriously. So like 11 and a half, 12, I was like, look, Mom, I can't go to school like this. Like, I need to plug my eyebrows. So we had to figure it out.
Okay. Were you bullied in school?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was bullied in school. So here's the thing. When I came to America, I speak zero English. So, well, let me correct my English. I spoke zero English. And so, yeah, it was definitely like a hard time. And then 9/11 happened.
Oh.
So kids would follow me home, throw rocks at me, and be like,
oh, shit.
Can I cuss?
Yeah.
Go back to your fucking country. You have like 7th graders and 8th graders saying this to you. And I was like, Mom, what's going on here? And they were telling me to go back to my country. I wasn't allowed to sit at the table and eat with them.
Wow.
I would eat in the bathroom stall by myself.
For real?
Yes, in real life.
For real. Like
real,
Mean
for
Girls. Like you were Lindsay Lohan for a second?
Yes, and can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Now when I look at kids, I'm like, these little kids are a little spoiled, because back in the day, the way we were getting bullied, it was so extreme. I don't know. Did you ever go through that?
It's not like online bullying. They're not just talking on
It's real
street.
life.
It's like
Yeah, and I used to have a crush on this guy. I'll never forget this. I had like really hairy arms. I lasered everything, by the way.
Wow, look at your arms now, though.
Yeah, I lasered. Girl. Oh, I had to laser. So, I had a crush on this guy, and I finally got the guts to go and ask him to go to the dance with me. Do you remember back in the day when girls used to ask guys to the
Sadie
dance?
Hawkins dance? Yeah.
So I got the courage. I was like, we're going to do this. And I'm walking up to him, and literally his friend tripped me, and I fell in a pile of mud.
Shut up!
Face
This really
first.
happened?
In real life.
Fuck.
And then he said, I don't date girls with hairy arms.
He said that to you. Do you still know who he is now?
No, but I want to find out where he is, just so I could laugh a little bit.
Because whoever
usually
you
people
are,
like that.
I just gotta laugh at you.
Well, usually people that are that mean, they end up in a different type of lifestyle towards,
Yeah.
So I kind of want to know where he is and what he's doing, so I could kind of be a little petty.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes you have to be.
Yeah.
Just for fun. But
yeah.
ultimately, you're such a fun-loving, like bright, happy human being.
But that comes from so much pain and so much struggle.
Yeah.
You learn how to like turn it around.
For sure.
And use it in a positive way. I feel like if I didn't go through all that craziness, I'd probably be like a jerk. I'm bougie, but I call it.
I'm bougie.
I call it Boojie Humble. I'm Boojie Humble.
I'm Boojie Humble. Okay, what's Boojie Humble?
Bougie means you drive like a Bentley, but then you will stop and give someone a hug or food or money or clothes or a job or any way you can help.
Right.
But you can still drive your Bentley and have your like Louis Vuitton bag, but you don't have to be like, a jerk about it and just be like, oh, I'm just so untouchable. Because at the end of the day, we don't take any of this with us. All this is just for fun. We're just here to experience life, and then we go on to another afterlife. So it's like, I'm not going to take any of this with me. This is all for fun. Right. So that's how I look at it, So I call myself a bajumble, a bougie humble.
A bajumble. These millennials and their words. Maybe making
I can't believe I'm a millennial. I felt like I was too old.
No, girl, he's not too old. Okay, so tell us because you as a person now, like you were just describing, you're like all about positivity. Mm-hmm. You're all about giving light. Mm-hmm. And if I ever had a bad day, I could just talk to you and then it'd be, I'm so fine sweet. Again. That's just how you are as a person. So that came from all the experiences you had as a child. And so tell us how that changed. Mm-hmm.
I would say it changed when I decided that I wasn't a victim. And I decided that I was going to use whatever I went through as a reason to feel empowered. Because you have two choices in life. You could either be a victim or you can use it to empower you. And that's when the big decision comes, because that's when you determine the rest of your life. So I said, well, I couldn't do anything about the things that already happened to me. So what can I do now? So what I do know now is use all of that to relate to other people. So if I see someone who's being bullied or someone who's been molested as a child or has been through some like family issues or anything, because I've been through a lot, I relate with them. And then now I understand, well, you know what, maybe I went through all those things, so I have a reason to relate to others. Because if you think about it, if in life we never experienced anything negative or like sad, how can we understand when someone else is going through it? You just kind of be clueless a little bit. So I'm kind of grateful for all that, to be honest.
How does that help in relationships? Does that work for you or against you?
It didn't work for me in the beginning when I was younger, but I feel like as I got older, it works for me now. Like it's kind of putting it together, because you see the difference between good and bad, and then when you meet a good person, you're like, you know what? You're actually a good person.
Did you go through your series of bad boys?
Oh my God. Where's my mom for this conversation?
You went through a series of...
I just went through like bad decisions of like thinking, someone is the one. I mean, again, I don't want to say a bad decision because it made me who I am.
Right.
But looking back, I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. So you went through, so tell us one of your horrible boyfriend stories. Just a short story.
Ooh, girl. So I was engaged to this guy. We had a business. We like lived together. When we were going through our like problems, he actually used to have the girl pick him up in front of our house. And I never knew. Can I tell you why I never knew? Because I never followed him outside.
So wait, he was cheating on you?
Yes, girl. And she had the audacity to pick him up in front of our house.
Oh shit!
And I never knew.
And
I never
so how'd
knew.
you find out?
She told me. After.
So she called you and was like, "Hey, woman to woman, I gotta."
Well, it went on like we broke up. Everything was said and done. A year went by. She actually used to work for me.
Oh, shit.
I'm not gonna name names because she follows me on Instagram now. I forgave her. We went through her thing. You know, I don't hold grudges. Right. That was so long ago. That was like almost 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. But anyways, so yeah, she used to work for me. So we were actually friends. And, you know, she came to me as a woman and was like, you know, I just want to say through that time, this is what he told me. And he told me, he was telling her, oh, I'm staying on my friend's couch. That's why you can't come upstairs. No, you couldn't come upstairs because I was in the house.
You were the fiance.
Yes.
God damn it, men. Men, you got to do better. We
gotta do better. God. But you know what? I'm grateful for it.
I asked this. So okay, because if we look at someone who would just look at your Instagram, right, or they just looked at your social media, they would be like, wow, she's like beautiful and she's got this lifestyle and she's got. But you know, the thing is, you weren't always there. So what is your advice to young women or anybody who's looking at Instagram and social media and saying like, oh, but you know, and comparing themselves, so and beating themselves up, like, you know what I mean? Because young kids do that nowadays, and I'm not a fan of it. But you know what I mean? Like they'll look and say, oh, but I wish I was this, or I wish I was her, and I wish I looked like that.
Me, I use Instagram for the same reason I met you. I use it to connect people. So my best advice to them is instead of looking at it and comparing yourself, just be like, wow, this person's so amazing. What can I learn from this person?
So what can I learn from this person?
DM them, hit them up. Like when I saw your comedy, so here's a little thing. I always wanted to be a comedian because I thought I was funny. But I'm not really funny on command though. I'm only funny like sporadically, right? So that's why I can't be a comedian. But when I saw your stand-up, I was like, she's so dope. Like, I like her. And then once I heard your life story and what happened, I'm like, you know, we kind of relate. Like, I want to talk to her. I want to see, like, anything we can, like, help you promote your stuff. Like, you introduce me to your friends. Like, there's so much we can do to exchange with each other as far as, like, business or learning. So I would say use Instagram for that. And don't focus on, like, who looks like what. Because there's always going to be someone that looks better and always someone that makes more money. Right. Just compare yourself to yourself.
Nice. So use it for collaboration and to empower each other. Awesome. So then what is your definition of a good friend?
A good friend is someone who knows you inside out and will love you no matter what, but can tell you when you're messing up and just be like, listen, you're messing up right now. You need to fix that. And
you need to fix that.
And also, a good friend is someone who you can just not talk. Like, for example, we don't talk like every minute of the day. We go 2, 3, 4 days sometimes without talking. Right. But when we text each other, it's not like, oh, I can't believe you haven't called or text. Right. It's like a real friend would be like, pick it up where we left off type of thing. So that's another good friend. Right. And someone who, you know, is going to introduce you to some amazing, positive people. That's also
who has your best interest in mind. Aw, thank you.
You're welcome. Can I ask you questions now?
Oh, I forgot to ask. Tell everybody where they can find you on social media.
Oh. So you guys can find me at Nicole Arjomand, NicoleArjomand. Sorry, it's an Iranian last name. Blame my mother.
So Instagram, Nicole Arjomand.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you scared?
I have a toddler. I'm not scared of shit.
Okay, cool. Here we go. If you were not a comedian, what other passion would you choose as a career?
If I wasn't in show business?
Yes.
If I wasn't in show business, I'd be a CMO of a restaurant. Like a marketing, chief marketing
officer. Okay, this is where my foreignness comes in. What's a CMO?
Right, chief marketing officer. Is that the word for it? I would be the chief marketing officer of a company.
That's awesome.
Or I'd be a casting director.
Oh, I could
That's
definitely
still show
see that.
business. What is that? That's still show business.
I mean,
but
so you would still be in show business.
Of course. Okay, I'd be behind the scenes.
So what would be the best advice you would give your younger self?
My younger self? That it's okay Daddy loves you. It's okay. Because my dad was an angry motherfucker. But I would tell my younger self, it's okay. Daddy loves you. Everything will be okay. You will be safe. You're going to make it, and you don't need the daddy issues. Yeah, that would be my biggest thing. Yeah.
That's so cute. And the one question I always like to ask everyone is, what do you think your purpose is in life?
Damn, I'm still trying to figure that out.
But you have a purpose.
I'm still trying to figure out the full
making people
purpose.
laugh.
Right, which took me, so I always say it took me 39 years to find my place in the world. Comedy is really like a niche of mine. It's a place, it's kind of a calling, But I haven't found the full purpose. Like I still have so much more I want to do, like women's empowerment conferences, right? We talked about that. I want to do more videos. I want to do guidance for new stand-up comedians who want to come into the industry. So there's so much more I want to do, so I haven't really figured out the purpose.
Okay.
But I know comedy is a calling.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that's it.
I think your purpose is just being who you are. You're like a ball of sunshine.
Aw.
You're so sweet.
Girl, that's because you don't date me. You're not my family. And we haven't done business together.
I like whatever it is that we're doing now.
Wait until you're my child, my boyfriend, or my family to really tell me.
No, I mean, we all have those days. But
Right.
all in all, you're a very, very positive person. And I love that about you. You're a good person.
Love you. Oh, don't make me cry. Thank you, Nicole.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Bye.
Nicole and her Boojie Humble self. You guys learn a new word today. I love millennials. Anyhow, thank you for watching the show. I'm glad you had fun and hanging out with us every Tuesday. Remember, we have an episode every Tuesday. Thank you to my producer, Joe, as always. Thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing. This all means so much to all of us. And if you stay tuned, in this batch of episodes, I do have one of our Instagram fans on the show, so that's exciting. Thank you again. If you want to support us, we're on patreon.com/The Lin Sun Show, and our merchandise is on teespring.com/stores/The Lin Sun Show. I love you all. Be a good friend to someone today. Bye.